Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Fringe Bar for Keep Up New Zealand. Are you ready for a night of comedy? We can do better than that. Are you ready? Give it up for Jundas, Capone and Tait.
Zip it. Nobody likes that song anymore. Keep up New Zealand. New Zealand, New Zealand, New Zealand. What is New Zealand? It's not central Wellington, is it? We really do live in a bubble, don't we, Wellington? Now, I'm not sure if you know this, Wellington, but the rest of New Zealand hates you. They think you're, the rest of New Zealand thinks you're a bunch of latte sipping, green voting, out of touch potentials. And they're right. You are. Look at you. At a Fringe show. Who do you think you are? Cultured? Arty? Edgy? You've come to a show called Keep Up New Zealand. Doesn't mean anything. Just like Kiwi identity doesn't mean anything. Who knows what number 8Y even is? No one. Exactly. Kiwi identity. Kiwi, Kiwi, Kiwi. What even is a Kiwi? That we've attached our national identity to like a patriotic mollusk. A Kiwi is a bird whose unique attributes have evolved over millions of years of apathy. I don't need to fly. I don't want to fly. Frankly, it's too much effort. I'm just going to chill here, smoke a beak, sleep in all day, get up in the evening, eat some grubs, get fat. Fuck, is that a weasel? It is a weasel. It's taking my eggs. What can I do? I'm only one Kiwi. A Kiwi is unique in the same way that Jundas Capone is unique. But Jundas has many redeeming features. For example, the Jundas, master of the art of cunnilingus.
Thank you, Lewis.
Louis. Louis.
Thank you, Louis.
Nice guy.
Hey, everyone. Hey, I've been trying to be a bit more Wellington lately, so I've sold my house and bought a $40,000 coffee machine. I love living in Wellington because you get to see celebrities. The other day I was walking up Cuba Street and I saw Ryan Gosling from the movie The Notebook, but then I realised it was just my reflection in a shop window.
Who here likes politics? Fuck up.
Who here likes Christmas?
Fuck up.
Where were you over Christmas?
Me.
You, Lewis. Where were you?
I went home. Nelson. South Island. Where men are men. And women know their place. And brown people, there are brown people? But I'm joking, obviously. I'm not sexist or racist. It's the gays I have a problem with. You can take a boy out of the South Island, but you can't take the homophobia out of the boy. You can put things in the boy. You might like it. Maybe that's what he's afraid of. Seriously though, Nelson, nice place. Interesting place. Beautiful place. Land of contradictions. We have quite a conservative element. Nick Smith has been our MP for a number of years. Do you guys know Nick Smith? For those of you who don't, He's the guy that looks like a premature baby with third-degree burns. You do know. Old fetus features, we like to call them. Affectionately. And we have a left-wing element, hippie element, a lot of hippies, swimming in the rivers, ruining it for everyone. It's disgusting. Cows.
Why do they eat so much grass? Just relax.
Sheep. Didimo. And dance parties. On mountains. I went to a dance party once. Took a lot of drugs. Ended up getting naked, dancing with the goat. It was a beautiful experience. Frolicking about, naked with the goats, like an ancient ritual. And then the goat bit me on the ball sack. Must have thought it was food. They'll eat anything, those goats. And now I can't have children. But what have we learned from that story?
Very little. Hey, I'm from Napier. There's not much to do in Napier, except for going down to the river for a wank. Now I live in Wellington. Absolutely positively Wellington. Summer City, Summer City. Get down to Summer City, we've got things involved for the kids. Waitangi Park, the waterfront, we've got it all happening here. Solar-powered cycleways, absolutely positively windy Wellington. Summer City. Solar-powered cycle, but anyway, I like Wellington because you can join clubs. I've joined a bridge club, I've joined a mahjong club, I've been doing that thing the old people do. What's that called? No, trying to open curtains with arthritis. But you know, if you don't like joining clubs, you can go down to the stadium and see the Black Caps. Those Black Caps went a few weeks ago. What a disappointment. $7 for a trumpet ice cream. AC/DC was there.
I went to AC/DC. Yeah, it was great. Good gig. Got fucked up.
Hey,
Bogans.
Hey, Louis.
Yes, Jundas.
Did you know one of the members of AC/DC is not a drug addict?
What?
How crazy is that? Imagine being that guy. What a loser. Hey guys, I'm just in it for the music. I'm not here to sell everything I own. What a how stupid is that? What a loser.
Outrageous. Fact is, Jundas, you're a product of your environment. I'm a product of my environment. We all are. I have a conservative element. I'm wearing this blazer. I say the word blazer. And I have a left-wing element. This blazer was made for me by my sister, who's from Motueka. Made by her own two hippie hands. And drugs. A lot of drugs. My philosophy on drugs is yes. My favourite drug is cactus juice. You guys heard of cactus juice? Well, let me tell you a little bit more about cactus juice. First, you head out into the great, vast, sandy ocean, the desert, and you find yourself a nice, big, juicy San Pedro cactus. You chop it down with the edge of your hand. You put it in your swag. And you take your swag home. Now you're home. Take out your cacti, you dice up your cacti. Dice. And as you're dicing up your cacti, you chant. Ew. 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 properly prepared cacti and you put it in your cauldron. Now your cauldron is made out of heavy metals that were forged inside of a supernova. And it sits atop a flame that emanates from deep within the bowels of the earth. Mix up your cacti. Mix, 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 mix. Have a little taste. Not quite ready. Needs more ingredients. So you add loam, the severed head, secrets, memories. Mix it up.
Mix.
Mix, 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 mix.
Mix.
Mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Have a little taste. It's ready. So you get your cauldron, you pour the contents of the cauldron into the bath. Take off your clothes, get into the bath. Now it's hot in the bath. So you're going to sweat. Sweat it out. Sweat out your troubles. Sweat out your fears. Into the bath. And then you wait for the voices.
We are the witches.
We
are the witches.
We are the
We
witches.
are the witches. Look at us.
And then baby goats frolic around the side of the bath. And that's cactus juice.
Who here likes the flag debate?
Me.
Here's my flagpole.
Run this on your flagpole. God. John Key, nice guy. Was that John Key? What a legacy. But nice guy, really nice guy. Excuse me. Average bloke. Kind of guy you go into the pub with, have a couple of beers, talks like he's hungover. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that at all. But nice guy. Genuine, straight up, honest. Ask him a question, he'll tell you straight up, no spin. Like, hey John, tell us about the TPPA. Oh no, I can't do that. Or I'll be raped by Monsanto executives. But I can tell you that the prices of Viagra will go up. Keep up, New Zealand. But nice guy. He's the kind of guy you could give cute little nicknames to. Nicknames like, I don't know, Smiling Assassin. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? Cute little nickname, Smiling Assassin. A name he got while working at Merrill Lynch. Merrill Lynch Investment Bank. Remember investment banks? Too big to fail, but they did fail, largely responsible for the global financial crisis, got trillions in bailouts, socialism for the super rich. Just a regular guy. He has a lot of money, unlike regular people, but he cares about regular people, even though he used to work for a company that was responsible for the financial ruin of many regular people. But he listens to the people. He's listening right now. Everyone say, hi, John. Hi. Yes. A lot of secrets in National Party. Now, I'm not saying John Key's a pedophile, but I am thinking it. So who voted for him? Who voted for the sexual deviant? Anyone?
Sorry, yeah.
You did? Don't be sorry. You make up your own decisions in life. Why did you vote for him?
Good guy.
Good guy. Good guy. Someone will say I'm a good guy, but they wouldn't vote for me. Actually, no one says that. So what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living?
Oh, yeah.
Lawyer. There's a very large section of New Zealand society out there who sit down every evening, switch on Mike Hosking, furiously wank. They wank so much even their dicks hang to the right. And as for the female wankers, I don't know much about it. Something to do with whisking. Little known fun fact. Winston Peters, everybody's favourite rhetorical racist, is ambidextrous. Back in the 90s, he used to wank off Jim Bolger with his right hand while simultaneously whisking Helen Clark with his left. That's MMP. Ironically, Jim Bolger is the name I've given my penis. In reality, it's more of an Andrew Little. And much like the Labour Party, I wish it was more of a David Longing. Scene. Jundas. Who did you vote for?
I voted for the Labour Party because the best way of getting out of National's national debt is to vote in socialism. But next election I'll probably vote for New Zealand First. I'm actually a member of New Zealand First.
Good for you.
Because what we say we're going to do, we do. That's why some people don't like us. Did you hear what John Key said about the Reserve Bank Act? Don't be surprised you're not going deaf. He hasn't said a thing about it. There'll be some furrowed brows on the dusty roads of countryside New Zealand today. In the cow sheds and the wool sheds and the shearing sheds and the export works, there'll be some pretty concerned people because they've heard what John Key's going to do, but they haven't heard how he's going to do it. I thought we ran a health system for the patients, not the doctors and the apparatchiks, but the people who pay their taxes. And forget about cows shitting in the river. Forget about cows shitting in the river. Those cows can shit in the river all they want. What steps is New Zealand taking with renewable energies? But after hearing some of your callers, there's something else that's definitely been on my mind, and it's about the youth of today. Where's the accountability? I've had an absolute gutsful.
Youth of today. What a bunch of cocks with their doodakies and the things and the very conservative generation. Guys heard of the Young Nats? Well, let me tell you a little bit about the Young Nats. The Young Nats are a group of young delusionals who worship the National Party and everything the National Party stands for, whatever that is. They were brought up well-to-do. Dad was away a lot. Conferences, junkets, working late. Mum was in denial. But deep down she knew. She took it out of her kids by being cold and emotionally distant. Till one day, at Christmas lunch, she snapped, performed fellatio on the family dog. Moved out of home, cut off her hair, became a lesbian, joined the Green Party. Children never forgave her. And now they have deep emotional scars. The National Party preys on these poor young nats. And the worst offender of all is Jerry Brownlee. Jerry Brownlee, the fat one. He preys on them, takes advantage of them, and he fucks them. He fucks them in the toilets at National Party conferences. While he's fucking them, he says, "Who's your daddy now? Who's your daddy now, you dirty little whale rider?" And then when he's finished, he grabs a hold of his flaccid penile member, his pee head, and he pisses on them. Pisses all over them. And while he's pissing on them, he says, "How you like that? How you like that for trickle-down economics?" True story.
My girlfriend was in Young National. We went on a break for a while. I brain. Blah, 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 blah.
Scat.
I blame the National Party. But at least she wasn't in the Young Greens. Those Greens. I saw Russell Norman in the supermarket the other day. He was in the fruit and vegetable aisle. Typical. Who here voted for the Green Party?
No one.
Fuck up.
Fuck up. Central Wellington.
We live in a bubble, don't we?
Right, my knife will after. Good try.
I've created a style of music. It's kind of like hardcore or grindcore. It's called John Keycore. It's where you forget the details of the gig. You deny the existence of the gig. And then you sell the venue.
Words.
What?
Is this my bit?
No.
Oh. Cool. Why are you looking at me then?
It's your bit.
Ah.
That's my bit.
Ah, cool.
But I don't live in a bubble. I grew up in Napier. I went to private school. I'd never even heard of the hood. Whatever the hood is.
If you are one of these delusionals who think we live in an egalitarian society, if there's a hood and you've never been to the hood, that means we live in a segregated society. Not a joke.
Think we need a distraction
We need a distraction.
from that inequality. Request a song, please.
Master of Puppets.
Any other requests? Something with a sex refrain in it.
Something with sex.
Whoa! Good request.
Alright. Winding your way down Baker Street. Light in your head and dead on your feet. Well, another crazy day. Drink the night away and forget about everything. The city desert's got you feeling so cold. It's got so many people, but it's got no soul. And it's come on, sing it. Taking you so long to find out you were wrong when you thought it held everything. Come on, sing it. Used to say that it was so easy. You used to say that it was so easy, but you're trying now. Come on, sing it. One more year and then you'll be happy. Just one more.
Happy.
Don't ask me to do the song if you don't know the fucking words.
Why?
Sorry, it's small. This isn't Fly the fucking Conchords. Even though we're in a post-Flight of the Conchords comedy boom in Wellington. Apparently. Where was I going with that? Yeah, we're not musical comedians. We're comedians and we play a bit of music. And we talk a bit of politics.
Arguably comedians.
Arguably. We talk a bit of politics. We enjoy a stiff drink.
I love it.
Anyway, there might be some people from overseas in the audience. Anyone from overseas?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Who said yes? Yeah, where are you from?
England.
England. Okay. Who here's from Dutch? Anybody here from Dutch? You know, I have a problem with people from Dutch. Because the Princess of Dutch is responsible for creating genetic engineering. Carrots used to be purple. Then she decided to blind the world with her bright orange, patriotic carrots. So you can blame the Princess of Dutch for creating genetic engineering. Where was I going? What's your favourite colour? Dutch.
Tough guy.
What's your favourite colour? No, what's your favourite colour? Purple. Oh, I've got nothing. Name your top 40 Dunedin sound bands. But you can't say the Verlaines, because the drummer of the Verlaines was from Invercargill.
Why don't we play a game of rugola?
Rugby.
Rugby.
Somebody throw a dildo at me.
Dildo.
Dildo.
Dildo. Everybody.
Dildo.
Dildo. Dildo. Oh! Could have left it a bit longer, maybe.
But enough of the distractions. There's inequality in New Zealand. But I don't suffer from inequality. Even though I'm an artist, I have a good job and I make a lot of money.
Lazy! Was that to say?
Wynn's got me a job a few years ago. Wynn's got me a job. Wynn's got me a job breaking people into the zoo at night. Breaking homeless people into the zoo at night.
Listen, I grew up in central Auckland, and I'm pretty sure there's no poverty in New Zealand. Except for the excuse me guy. But he's just one guy. He should get a fucking job, ruining it for everyone.
I used to be below the poverty line, but then I started gambling. Who needs to go to South America when you can see parrots on the screen? Beautiful green toucans, lining up those bright toucans. But I got sick of associating with people in the gaming rooms because they're negative. They're always complaining about stuff. Star Wars. What are they fighting over up there? It's just a bunch of rocks. Israel, Palestine, it's over land. What are they fighting over up there? And Freeview, it's not free. I had to pay for the decoder.
You're off topic. This is New Zealand, about New Zealand. I'm saying something about New Zealand. Remember Waitangi Day? What was that all about? Something about a treaty that was signed. And it said some things like we're all one people and will benefit everyone in society. Yet, some rebel rousers, Bolsheviks, people who didn't know the facts, didn't want it to be signed. Even though they didn't know the facts. You don't need to know the facts. You wouldn't understand the facts. The facts above your head. Leave it to the adults. And then some communist throws a dildo at Stephen Joyce, makes our country a laughingstock of the world. What am I talking about? Unless you've got a day off. Thank you, colonialism.
I think we could amend some laws though.
What was it?
I think we should tighten up on the Jason gun laws. Jason gun laws. The Briscoes lady. The Briscoes lady is a space lizard. She's an Illuminati, Freemason, gross lizardry, dabbling, Illuminati space lizard. You know how I know? Because the Briscoes lady doesn't age. And everybody knows space lizards don't age.
Listen, pal, don't fuck with the Briscoes lady. The Briscoes lady is a Kiwi icon. She's made it. She's a somebody. I wish I was a somebody. But I know what I am. I'm a nobody. When you're a nobody, you tend to hang out with a lot of other nobodies. There's nothing worse than a nobody who thinks they're a somebody. No, I can say that because some of my best friends are nobodies. And when I say friends, I mean me. And when I say me, I mean the different versions of me. For example, there's now Louis, future Louis, past Louis. And all the Louis hate each other. For example, now Louis will drink heavily. So much so that he'll be sick all over future Louis. Because now Louis doesn't give a flying fuck about future Louis. But now Louis will become future Louis. And future Louis will hate past Louis for his deeds. But the good thing about Louis is they all laugh at each other's jokes. Good one, Lou Dog. Remember that one? Now, the Fringe Festival is a whole bunch of nobodies mincing around Wellington and pretending to be somebodies, trying to express themselves creatively. Makes me sick. Don't they know Wellington is a dying city? We don't need intellectual stimulation. We need economic stimulation. Feelings don't pay the rent.
One of our biggest trading partners is China. In China at the moment, it's Year of the Monkey. China. Should we talk about China? No.
Economic stimulation.
No, we need a distraction. Hold on. I'm getting sick of the flag debate. I'm getting sick of looking up hardcore pornography and having the flag choices down the sidebar. Red Peak, the one that looks like the other one, the original. And then my erection goes from, they're the same flag, but different colours. Cabinet meeting. Caucus meeting. And then I leave the Kilburnie Library. With the joys of the internet, everybody I know is addicted to Trade Me. And they're also looking up science and history, looking up the moon landing.
Stanley Kubrick.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stanley Kubrick. Anyone know what I'm talking about? A couple of people.
Moon landing, and there's been no impersonations in the show. Someone to do an impersonation right now. This is Apollo 11 leaving the Earth's atmosphere. How y'all doing? Walking back from your house, walking on the moon. I hope my leg don't break, walking on the moon. We could live forever, walking on the moon. We could be together, walking on the moon. So they say I'm giving my something away someday.
Let's get back to the topic. Back down to
What?
earth. Back to New Zealand.
Welcome to the Evans Bay Yacht Club. Your teacher has allocated you 2 hours in the yacht. Hey, come back. Allocated you 2 hours in the yachts. 20 of you in 8 confidence yachts, which means 2 of you will be left on the shore. Now when you're fucking around on the sand dunes, after the budget and the plug to maintain the sand dunes, the council ripped us like Angie. And your teacher doesn't cut the wheel, so take some common sense and protect the sand dunes. Now if you're out in the water, that's silly business. Now you're there fucking around. If you come back to shore, when the other 2 have a go, make sure you take the centerboard out before you come on shore. Otherwise you can break the centerboard. And the club can't afford that either. Now there's some boys out there. The green boys, you see the green boy. Hey! Stop doing that. See the green boys, you don't want to go past them, because we'll have another teeny disaster. A lot of currents out there. You don't want to drift to the South Island. There's a lot of fucked up people in the South Island. If you are, of course, there's an island over there. The Falkland Island. So you can take refuge over there on the Falkland Island. And anybody got a cigarette? Any kids got a cigarette? Any kids got a cigarette?
A Kia is also a bird. A wonderful bird. A Kia is a Kia because a Kia is a Kia. An artist is an artist because an artist is an artist. A lot of artists in Wellington, a lot of artists in this room. You're an artist. Fuck. Who's an artist in the room? Anyone? You're an artist. You're an artist because you say, you profess, you believe that you're an artist, makes you an artist. Good for you. I'm an artist because I have no skills and I'm lazy. So lazy, in fact, that I wrote this closer, this very closer here, the afternoon before opening night in a cafe in central Wellington. And as I sat there in that cafe next to my Fringe program, waiting for my sweet assassin berry tea, I thought, what cynical, sarcastic, lowbrow, masquerading as highbrow material can I write to close the show? And then the beautiful waitress came over with my berry tea. She popped it down on the table. And as she left, her bottom lightly brushed against my elbow. And I'm not sure whether it was intentional or not, but it was lovely. Then I sat there sipping my berry tea, looking at the pretentios, sipping their lattes, chatting to their friends, families, lovers. And I thought, we really do live in a bubble, don't we, Wellington? And what a lovely bubble it is. A bubble built on the energy and the ideas of the people inside the bubble. Making the bubble bigger, enveloping more people, making the bubble bigger again, enveloping all the lizardry, once finally enveloping the entire world, creating a utopian society. And then the bubble bursts.
Not my future.
Keep up, New Zealand.
Thank you, good night.